a very old one for my brother. God just intentionally played it to see the reaction. And if you guys are watching on Facebook, I'm sure you might have caught. Like, how old is this song, Kwame?
I think about 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
How do you feel hearing your voice from 6 years ago?
Okay, I'll say then. There's some aggression in my music. I just realized.
No, and what would you attribute the aggression to? The fact that you so wanted to make it.
Yeah, so you can hear that.
The hungry voice.
That street boy, underground kind of energy in the song.
Like underground, like oh yeah, I met your material, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I have that feeling in there. Versus the crowd does, so don't look. You understand?
Yeah, but you do this. Do you do this from time to time? Do you sometimes revisit some of your songs and judge?
Oh, a lot. I mean, sometimes. I mean, it's just like that. You hear your song and you go like, yo, it would be me record this song. Or if it's now, I wouldn't have recorded this song like this. The flow would have been different.
And then you build on it.
Yeah, it would have been a different delivery on this track. Yeah.
What delivery would you have done? I'm very interested in this conversation.
It would have been more calmer, even though this is a masterpiece. But it would have been more calmer than the plenty things I was saying. I mean, I was saying a lot. I just realized I was saying too much.
What has changed with your music now? Obviously, I mean the hunger you had in that voice. Not hunger, guys. Don't get me wrong. Not food hunger. You know, the drive to succeed, to be somebody renowned in what you do here in Ghana is heard in that. What has changed with the kind of songs you do now and the kind of zeal you put on your songs?
Okay, so now, like I said earlier on, the aggression is not as much as I mean way back then, and now lyrics wise a lot of things have changed. The whole music entertainment has evolved, and we don't do things the same way.
When you say we, who do you talk?
I mean everyone. Right now everybody's putting very simple lyrics together. Yeah, something that can be called and response, something everyone can sing along to. So yeah, I mean right now think about it, any big song right now out there is
just a few words.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yeah, this no, whoa, you gonna give me lo. Then he say, and he repeat the same thing again. Very simple. And he will leave the beat to play. Yeah. Then he will come in again.
No,
things are simpler these days.
Choose Ghana examples too.
Yeah, I'm about to go there. I fall for you down flat. I fall for you down flat. Oh, who don't know gonna know you back. I fall for you down flat. The same, and he repeats it again. It's nice. I mean, that's what we're currently doing to make the song simpler, very and not too much worse, so everyone can get to see.
I love how you see these were questions that were going to come up, and it's funny how you always do this. You find a way to answer all the questions in one. Like you get there before we even get there. Things are changing. I mean, and to know that an artist actually thinks this way is quite fulfilling. Do you guys switch, or now you mentioned we, so let me just address all of us. Do you guys make these changes from the responses you get from the listeners, or it's just a trend you pick based on what everyone is doing?
I mean, so long as it's a trend, or whenever the very moment it becomes a trend, that means that's what the public wants. That's what your consumers want to hear. So you have to join that train, because if you don't do that, you can't keep that longevity thing. People want to have fun now. People need, I mean, the way back when we used to sing 6 minutes, 5 minute songs, it's no more than now. It's 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum. You understand? And you can try and fuse everything you want to say in that 3 minutes. But then again, open up for everybody to be able to sing some. And that's what everyone, listen to my new sing. I'm single for now, single for now. Performing first time in Auckland, and they were singing it after when I got to the last chorus. Everyone was singing.
That's in New Zealand? Or?
Yeah. Okay. Auckland is in New Zealand.
Oh, I got it.
And it's because it's a simple hook, and everybody can get to jump on it, and everyone relates to being single, because if you are not single now, you've been single once. So that's the reason why sometimes you need to open
Does
up.
this make the work easier for you as an artist, having to use less words and follow more on the rhythm? Does it make the work easier for you? Like, let's say if you have to write a song, you have to write a new song. It means you don't have to really sit and be borrowing lyrics and trying to cook up new words and all. You just go with the flow.
It actually makes the job very difficult.
Oh,
yes.
Rather?
Yes. Because
Explain.
you are saying really simple words and you have to keep them short. You wouldn't have enough to say on the beat. It's just 2 minutes. It's not like way back. I mean, if you don't do good on the second verse,
you go take put inside there.
On the first verse, you go take put for the second verse, or sometimes we used to do third verses.
Okay.
Or you can redeem yourself in a third verse. But right now, sometimes it's just one verse hook. The verse comes again in the chorus. So you have little to say, but then again, you have to impress your listeners. You have to impress the public. You have to impress your consumers, and you have little to say because it's just 2 minutes. So you just have to come out with your best. I mean, your pen game should be amazing because you just have 2 minutes to impress everyone.
Now, if you want to be doing songs that will be simple, easy to catch by everybody, does that mean we're getting to points where maybe collaborations might not really even be a thing no more? We might look at different ways of collaborating, different types of creatives to collaborate with. Because if I'm looking at putting less words, maybe I might collaborate with a beat maker instead of an artist who will also come and put more words on it. Are we going to get there? Is that the case?
There isn't an option right now.
Okay.
Even you want to do a feature, even if you want to do a feature, you still have to go by the same procedure because you do an intro to the main chorus, and after the chorus comes, whoever is coming to feature you should come after the chorus. They do their verse, the chorus come again, and you sing the second verse. So you still confuse all that in 2 minutes.
Right.
Just that the one that owns the song won't get to say much because you're sharing 2 minutes with another artist.
Perfect. Let's get off the schooling a bit and come back to your recent trips. I haven't seen you in a long time, Kuami. I mean, let me just be myself. Let me be your friend. At this point, I'm not going to be the host at this point. Yeah, the Eskin that you know. Where have you been? I've been seeing you in Australia, in Auckland, very far parts of the world. I mean, like 38 hours on a flight.
Bro,
what sent you there? Are you getting calls from promoters there? What is your music doing there? How are they even, responding so good to your songs? Because if you're going there, it means people there are actually messing with your song.
So
what's happening?
I have a crazy fan base in the Pacific, around that area, because I was in Rarotonga, and I was in Melbourne, I was in Brisbane, I was in, just mentioning, almost everywhere around the Pacific before. Auckland, from New Zealand, and it's because they are jamming to my music very well over there. Like, I'm very popular when you go around the Pacific. They know my music, they jam to it all the time.
Know your lyrics and all
we started getting calls for shows from, I think, way back before COVID. So we couldn't go for the shows, even though, I mean, the negotiation, everything was on point, and I had to go. Because of COVID, I couldn't go. And on the safer side, I mean, it's been very good on my side.
Yeah.
I got to be featured on songs like Love Once and which was a mega hit. It was a worldwide hit. So it actually added to, I mean, how big I got in New Zealand. Now, most of the songs they are doing TikTok with finds myself in there, and I have the same one with Angela, the same one with Confusion, Open Gate, and Adina's song Killing Me, which is like the second biggest song.
And Adina's big there as well.
Thank you. Yeah. I think it was even through Adina that actually enthused all of us in the label to really go there, because
to look at.
It was a feature. It was a Adina Kuami Eugene feature, and she really did good performing it, and everyone was singing to it, and they were singing my part without me being there, and it was just nice. We had to get that.
You just had to go there
and enjoy. I mean, and they enjoying themselves with me, and keeping more of my fan base coming from that side, because it's a big industry.
Kwame, people tour and they're used to the regular trends, the UKs, the USAs, and the likes. You've been to these sides as well. How different are things in the Pacific area? Tell us. Some of us haven't been there before.
Yeah, so I was on a tour in Europe as well. I was on a Europe tour, and it was fun. But the New Zealand one, the thing is, these numbers were, let's say, 10 times the numbers we had in Europe.
Wow. Because
in Europe, when you go to the UK, there's a bigger market for Afrobeat. Everybody's trying to fuse themselves in there. We're all trying to fit in some small bubble. Because they have their grime they are listening to already, and we're trying to push Afrobeat to them. It's working so well these days. But then again, it's not just one individual sharing everybody. It's all of us sharing the listeners. But when you go to places like Auckland, Melbourne, you go to Rarotonga, these are people who support genuinely, not just because you're African, it's because you are doing good music, they love your music.
There's no Afrobeat system there.
Yeah, it's not like, oh,
yeah, I get it now.
He's my favorite artist because he's a fellow African. Now they are listening to it and they are jamming to because they love you as a musician and your music has been able to get that far. And when you perform, they sing back to back and they let you know how appreciative they are for you putting songs like that out for them.
Do you get to points where you have to explain your lyrics to them when you're on stage?
Oh yeah. I think I did that on my Europe tour.
Okay.
I did that with and I did that with if them try some of the 3 words. Yeah. I explained it on stage because they're jamming to it, but some of my songs the first time they are hearing it, and it'll be best if they get to know what the song is talking about.
Great. You were there for a while and you obviously listen. So do you guys get like airplay and all that, or it's basically just streams?
In New Zealand? Or
yeah, I mean in the Pacific generally.
When I was in the Pacific, we were sharing my songs at the airport.
Wow.
Yeah, shopping mall, and the hotel that I slept in. It was back to back Kuami Eugene. So it was just amazing. And we even got invited by the Ghanaian ambassador for New Zealand. We went to his house and he says it's amazing how when you go to the gym they are playing Kuami Eugene, when you're walking around the market they are playing Kuami Eugene. So when they heard I'm coming, they decided to really come and meet me and say thank you for representing Ghana in that area.
It brings me to ask my next question, right? If Kuami Eugene is here not always doing English songs, okay, and his music travels as far as the Pacific and you're making wild numbers, your streams are wild there. I'm told the stats on that side with your streams are crazy. Do you still, or what do you think about the notion that Ghana music doesn't travel far and wide because we don't sing mostly in English?
I think our music, compared to what's happened recently, it goes that far. We're getting there. Even though we're not on top doing these billboard and big festivals out there, but then again, we're heading towards that direction, and I know it will work for Ghana very soon. Coming next year, you see a lot of Ghanaian artists on bigger platforms because we're working so hard to get there. And the thing is, once you can gather some fan base, give them good music, it will take some time, but you can put all of them together, and in a year or two, you get people to represent you that much. Even though we don't get enough airplay, like you're saying, but I think we're getting there because songs like I heard Sugarcane as well.
Okay.
When I was in the Pacific, so I think small we're getting there, and very soon Ghanaians, as in our listeners and our people, will be proud of us as musicians representing Ghana out there.
All right, you touched on, you mentioned the word good music.
Yeah.
Once you're able to make the good music for them, so still on what I asked, does that mean good music doesn't always have to be in English?
Oh yeah, 100%. There are a lot of amazing music. We are still listening to but I still don't understand.
You still don't understand the word.
It's one of the biggest African jam, but then again, most of us don't really understand. From one man
and Miss Lulu, my favorite is Miss Lulu.
We know they understand, but it's a worldwide hit. You understand? And I think music travels far, regardless. You have to do good music, and once it sounds good, people can jam on it. But the language barrier, if you are able to break through that language barrier, that's when you can do the O2 and the other places, because those that are coming to watch you want to sing along, and if they don't understand anything about the music, it's quite difficult. And social media has changed things drastically recently, because if you are not trying to blend your local dialect with something people will get to understand, someone else is doing it. And once they understand that same person, it's the same TikTok, over 2 million musicians were sharing that same TikTok, trying to get everybody to dance to our songs and jam to it. So if they can't understand your own, it will basically be used by Ghanaians, or we move on once we listen to it, because we don't really understand what you're talking about. Do you get it? So I was saying this yesterday, that the reason why some of these Nigerian songs, you still play them and people jam to it. Brother. They treat me like your brother. Everybody understands it. Even if when you go to the international market, we don't have to explain it to them. Say, oh, what I said, this is what it means. Do you understand?
I do.
And the good thing they have as Nigerian, because the Broken has a lot of English and it's like their mother tongue, that's what they speak over there. Even an old woman there can speak a bit of English, because they've been speaking Broken English since. And it's has really helped the industry. You can play Make You Follow Me bumper to bumper right now, and you jump to, because we actually understand what he's talking about.
We can relate.
We can relate. I mean, Omo, you don't make me fall in love. We can relate, and we know what he's talking about. I mean, so some of this. That's why you won't have maybe Nigerian big musician legend like is it Ebenezer Ebe or something, because he does their local language.
Yeah, the juju. I think
it doesn't get here.
Yeah.
It doesn't get here. But Wizkid's music to Burna Boy to all those niggas, their music gets here and we jam to it. Our girls are snapping with it because they really understand what these guys are saying. So it's okay to respect your heritage, love whatever you're doing, but it wouldn't be bad if our music gets out there because they really understand what we're talking about. But then again, it goes alongside Ghana. It goes with Ghana because Love One Thing actually made the name of, I made mention of Ghana in Love One Thing. Kia dance same body, but can make we shake it for Ghana. They understand because if I had said this in Tree, they will enjoy the whole song, but my part, no one will get it.
Once you mention Ghana,
yes, they know you are from Ghana, but they don't know what you're talking about. So it's good if we really want to get into this international market business, we have to do something that they understand.
And that means just adding a little bit of what they can relate to.
They can relate to.
Perfect. Let's talk about the Empire deal. Okay. I was on Twitter and then I just saw Kuami Eugene tweets. So I'm really trying not to forget, but I think I've forgotten. It's fine. You tweeted something, was a cryptic message. It wasn't direct. And then we later found out, you posted the follow-up tweet saying that, you had joined the family.
Yeah.
Before I go into what it entails, why did you choose to announce it this way? You caused a bit of a stir.
Yeah.
Was it intentional or that was not a part of your plans to cause the kind of stir you caused? Okay,
so Empire with Links Entertainment, we're actually looking for that perfect time to announce Kuami Eugene being part of Empire at the moment, and I did that thing before they actually came out with an idea of how they are going to introduce it, because I was
went ahead of them.
I was going through something. That wasn't my intention. I was going through something at that very moment. I needed to share to the public. I was like, shit. Throw a message to someone out there that I tried to help. Make you stay, but it has become a toxic relationship, and it doesn't benefit both of us. It's just fights and arguments all the time, so I just have to let you go and I have to walk away because you are doing things I don't like it. But once I tell you, you don't even do anything about it. You rather get mad and you blame the fact that I'm also a musician and you don't complain some of the things that I do and all. So it was something I was going through and I tweeted it and you guys took it out of context. And
but don't you think that was the wrong time to do that? Because obviously there was a plan. The brands involved had a plan of, okay, this is how we're going to outdoor whatever Kuami Eugene is having with us. But why at that point? This is personal though. This is your relationship, it's your life.
Exactly.
You own your social media. You can do whatever you want with it. But why that day though? Why you could have waited?
Because that was when I wanted to. If I had posted it another day, maybe I wouldn't be as calm and comfortable as I was when I posted it that day. I was going through that thing and I wanted to say it that very moment, and it didn't cost the label so much because it will come out automatically. Just that I pushed it up way quicker. That's all.
Do you regret
No.
misleading? I use the word. I'm choosing my words right because for some of us it was a bit misleading. Because we later found out, with this you're saying, Kuami Eugene, so let me just break the ice for people who are quite confused. I'm sure some people are lost in the line. Kuami Eugene's personal relationship had issues, right? And he decided, you know what, I've had enough. I'm sure you might have tried different channels to voice out how you felt about what was going on. And they decided that same day to talk about the fact that you're done. You've tried your best to sustain whatever's going on. And the same day, his label announces that it's a partnership, and so people felt
it wasn't the same day. I think it took about 2 days.
Yes, it took about 2 days. But in the same period, your label announced, and you also actually came in and announced that this is what you had going. But then people were of the impression that you had parted ways with your family, Links Entertainment. Didn't it cross your mind when you put that out that okay, I might confuse my people in the course of that?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay.
Beside everything, beside Empire and things coming together, I have my private life, and that's my page. And Twitter is somewhere everyone expresses themselves. You understand? And that was probably my first time.
Yes, exactly. We were not used to that.
To the extreme. and that was what happened. But trust me, I never regretted it. I didn't regret it one bit. I was just confused with how people would fabricate their own story for my normal tweet. You understand? And when I tweeted that Links wasn't in question, me leaving Empire wasn't in question, none of them, was public then. So I was just expecting someone to actually tell me what's wrong with you, what's going on. Instead of that, I rather got everybody trying to jump into conclusion and saying I've left Links, which wasn't my idea. So I had to come and take it down because you read different meaning to it.
That's why you took it down.
I took it down because now it looks like, okay, I'm hurting my label when they are not ready for this.
But didn't you think you were hurting some of the fans as well? Because for them to jump into conclusions, Kwame, you had 280 characters.
Okay, so I was expecting for people not to jump into conclusions and get to ask me what's going on. So you
would expect Rev to DM you and say,
not even about DMing me. Every single person out there that shared the video commented about it. I don't know why everyone had to choose the motive of me leaving Links first. If I didn't, since I didn't mention anything, I didn't even speak about Richie, Links, Empire, anything. I was just being me. Like everybody goes to Twitter to share their mind. I'm doing my thing, and all of a sudden, you had to read. The collective effort of everybody coming together to think, okay, this is it. It was quite bad because I didn't get it. The fact that everyone decided to come together and choose the negative part, the fact that I'm leaving, instead of asking me what's going on with you.
Couldn't you have dropped a follow-up tweet saying, guys, cool down? It's not about my label, it was my relationship.
This is Ghana. It's out there already. Once I come to explain myself, it becomes long. You understand? I just had to wait for the label and Empire to put their work out there.
And so this in no way, I think you've
confirmed. It's a link with me.
Yes. And it didn't cause any problems for you and Links, you and
your No, they were even laughing. Now, they said I should keep tweeting because I'm not that one. The person that has a Twitter thing is that I barely tweet. So they keep, they urge me all the time, post a lot on Twitter. You don't post on Twitter, tweet. I tweeted the first time and this was maybe I won't even tweet again.
Let me ask you this question too. Do you think, we don't see that happening anytime soon from where I sit.
Yeah.
If at any point in time you decide to sever ties with your label and you decide to announce it on Twitter, don't you think people will take it the other way around? Will think, okay, now it's another relationship. They might not take that part serious. Haven't you thought about that?
If I really have to part ways with my label, it will be a very good quality, carefully planned one, because the last thing I want is to have issues with my label when I'm no more with them, because they've actually participated in my life. They are the reason why I'm here today, and I will never forget that. So I won't be the one that will leave Links Entertainment and I'll have issues with them, and I had to come and put it out there that I tried some. I won't be Links. If I would say I tried some, I didn't work, I have to leave, I won't say it to Links Entertainment, because regardless, they've been very supportive and they've held me down. They're part of the reason why you are hearing all my music out there, and they've helped me build a legacy, and I can never forget that. So if I have to part ways with Links, it won't be me coming to throw shades at them on Twitter. I think that would be very disrespectful and very ungrateful.
Perfect. Now, just to get back to the personal level, whatever put you through the experience to tweet that tweet, was it solved? Are you good now?
Yeah, it was solved because it said in my single song that I'm done. I'm moving on and I'm walking away.
That means it wasn't solved. Like, so you were done.
Yeah, I was done. I don't know how to put this, but yeah, it was a toxic one and I couldn't stay. Yeah.
All right, let's move off the toxicity, yes, of that, yes, and get back to the details of the deal you have with Empire.
Yeah.
So what's happening? What's Empire doing with you? What's new with Kuami Eugene, the brand? What happens now? Decision making. Who has what percentage? What happens?
Okay, with if I have to go into details with what
just the top
with myself, and then there's an NDA sign, and I can't say so much about the record label and what Empire is doing. But all I'll say it's a collaboration between Links Entertainment and Empire coming together to further push that Kuami Eugene brand to the international market for the benefit of both the label, myself, and Empire and Ghana as a country, because that has always been my vision. And with a bigger record label like Empire, connecting with Links Entertainment, I think they will do really well to put me out there in the international market, because it won't be bad to see a Ghanaian mingling around with these big acts in America and doing music with them and promoting Ghana as much as they are doing for their countries. Yeah.
Great. So it's been what? I think close to 2 months or a month?
2 months, yeah.
2 months. Have you been able to mingle with some of these names you're talking about?
Okay, so I was in UK, and I think Buju is signed to Empire as well.
Yeah. Is it Benson or the original Buju?
No, not the original. The Nigerian Buju.
Okay,
I mean, they are both
Benson,
original,
yeah.
though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the Nigerian Buju.
Yeah.
So I was in UK, and I had to go support him for his listening, and he signed to Empire as well. So I mean, I met some of the managers from Empire, and they said they can't wait to listen to my music and see how far we'll go together, and I was super excited as well. So
perfect. Since we can't go into the details, are there any limitations on things you can do, things you can't do now? Are you tied down by a lot of rules?
I think anything they wouldn't want me to do is what will trash everything we're trying to build together.
Okay.
Yeah, anything I would do that will actually hinder we going forward to make good money together as these two big management and one individual. I think that's the only thing they wouldn't want me to do. Besides that, anything, whether me being loud, being aggressive out there, so long as it can positively push whatever we are putting together, I think that's what they want.
All right. So we're picking some of the requests from our listeners as well, and this is a very weird question. It came in earlier. Someone said, ever since you announced you're with Empire, you started working out to change your body. Was that a part of the deal? Did they tell you to start working out to build your body, like become a macho version?
I have a gym in my house.
Okay.
And I even barely go there. And I'm not working out because of Empire. Actually, before Empire come on,
because you be international artist now.
I think that wasn't a smart question at all. And I was taking good care of myself before Empire came into the picture. And the Empire and me more like.
Kwame, let's talk about one of the songs. I mean, it's quite new. You have a collaboration with an SA group. Yeah, it's called Group Chats.
Yeah.
Did you ever ask them why they go by the name Group Chats when you met them?
I want to meet them and ask them. We never met. We're here to shoot the video.
Okay.
I will ask them on set why they call themselves Group Chat.
Feel Nice. That's the title of the song.
Yeah,
how did this come about? Empire, and it has to explain this for us. It says Feel Nice, featuring Group Chats and Empire.
So it's an Empire project.
Okay.
Like Kiss Daniel's Cough.
Yeah.
It's an Empire project. So it's Empire Kiss Daniel. So this is Empire, Kuami Eugene, and Group Chat.
Okay. All right, guys, let's listen to it, and you guys tell us what you think. Kuami Eugene is still with us. If you have questions, 020-2222-073.
This is YFM.
Gentlemen at the end.
Okay.
I feel nice. Ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Hey, this guy is crazy, man.
That's my favorite part.
That's your favorite part of the song, is ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, man. Good to have you here. It feels good and it feels new. It's always fresh to have new sounds from you whenever you come through. I love this. I love the new tangent. I love the partnership with Empire. I mean, these are things we prayed for.
Yeah, but don't think Empire changed me like
no.
Thinking.
No, listen.
That's what you're thinking.
You explained. Listen, you explained.
That's what you're thinking.
You explained certain things. I understand now. The fact that it's a partnership. If you partner what is already growing, you don't partner. Nobody partners a business that is dying. Okay, and so I mean, from my point of view,
100%.
you can go and buy a business that is dying and rebrand and change everything. So maybe if Empire comes in and says we want to work with Kuami Eugene, but want him to call himself Kuami Blueprints. It means maybe they've seen something dying in there. But these guys came and they said, you know what, we want a partner. Let's work hand in hand. It means the business is booming.
Yeah, it was always good.
Exactly.
So they think they can take it to another level.
Exactly. So taking something to the next level doesn't mean you're entirely changing it. They're just building on it, which I love. I do love. How long is the partnership, or that one too? You're not allowed to.
I mean, if I put it out there, people will be waiting when I.
But I mean, whatever detail it is, depending on how good the business goes, you can extend.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It
will
take time.
It will take time. Great.
Some time.
Now to the main question. Previously, when you were here, we talked about the fact that other, opportunities had come your way. Okay. When this one came, I mean, beyond the label saying yes, I'm sure you also had the power to say yes in there. What was different about Empire's deal? What was different about Empire so much that you said, you know what, let's do this?
So it was a good deal, and with the track record, I mean, the number of artists they've been able to manage to get out there. Kiss Daniel is an empire artist. I mean, you can name it, a lot of them, and most of them are actually doing really good. Yeah. And it wouldn't be bad to join a winning team like that. So yeah, it was just good news to me, and I'm happy LinkedIn say no, because it's not bad to join a winning team.
Yeah,
everyone wants to win.
We all want to win. Winning is the thing. Okay, so what's coming up this December for you? December is a busy. I almost said busy week. December is a busy month for everybody. Yeah. You have shows planned almost everywhere.
I had to go to the UK. I had to. I mean,
but I thought December was for Ghana.
I'll come back for the Ghana shows. But in between time, I'll have to go and come back real quick. Yeah,
because the entire year, Charlie, we know get you day here, you day there. I mean, in December that we can spend time with you two. They are taking you away.
No, but we'll have a lot of fun in December. I'll be around. Just that I'll go run and
go and come back.
I'll do Stoneboy thing. Then you wanna run, go, come back.
Go and come back. All right, guys. So that's brand new music from Kuami Eugene. And group chats as well as Empire, and he explained why it's Empire, group chat, and then Kuami Eugene. It's a project they did together. This is all the way from Saudi. So you guys are working on a music video. You mentioned you're going to meet them for the first time when you guys shoot the music video.
When we were shooting the video, that's the first time I see these guys.
Okay, and it will be
a trip. They did an amazing thing on the song.
Yeah, sounds good.
Really good. I think they really understand the Amapiano thing, and shout out to Empire, shout out to Links Entertainment. It was a quite.
Have you done any other Amapiano songs?
It's on my album. It's on my album coming. Yeah.
Nice one. And when are we getting the album? Dates fixed yet?
I mean, I'll give you the year. It's next year. Next year.
Wait, what did they tell you today? Because Kuami usually never holds back like this when he's on my show. This is for the first time. Kuami can't give dates. Kwame can't put details. It's me, it's Rev, man. It's me.
I know, but it's enough people target me to be a menace. So sometimes I just forget. And they're gonna change. They're gonna change. This is not the old father Kwame Eugene used to see.
No. What have they done to you?
I mean, I represent Father any day, anytime.
But
I'm learning to.
Kwame, is this with age? Because I don't want to believe it's with the whole collaboration, not the collaboration. Is it with age? Is it the thing that comes with time?
I think I'm growing. I think time is part, and the fact that I've been around the industry for some time, now I understand how it really works, and certain things are not really necessary, and certain things are very necessary. You need to position yourself well, and that's what I've been working towards for the past 5 to 6 years. That I came in the limelight. It's something I'm actually working on. I mean, it's good to have a lot of people loving you than a lot of people saying bad things about you. Even if you are not really doing it, the fact that people are saying it's about you because that's probably what they heard is you need to be very careful about that, and that's one thing I'm working on. So regardless, I'm just trying to always put myself in a good position whereby I don't offend the next person, and because I want everybody to wish me well, so I just have to calm down and wish everyone well as well.
Into Kuami Eugene, kind of official, as this is on violence.
Oh,
so who giant how are we surviving now without you?
It depends on how you bring the violence.
Because the violent streets, you know when
you see, or before you say when you crack it depends on how you bring the violence to me.
Charlie, thank you so much for spending time with us. It's been a great conversation. I loved every bit of it. I hope to see you sometime soon. I pray it's not just around December next year. I see you come. Don't be a stranger. No, here.
Come in here.
Yes. Don't be a stranger. You're here. You're here.
Your family.
Kwame, you know it's becoming a once a year thing.
I know, right?
Let here be home.
I employ nice girls and stuff. I need to be coming here more.
Oh yeah, no problem. 27 past 11. Kuami Eugene in the building. This brand new one is out. It's called I Feel Nice. We decided not to really talk about single because the single mood be different, and this is an entirely new mood as well. I mean, it's December, it's Christmas, so Christmas into energy. And I was saying different.
It's not bad. You can enjoy both.
Yeah,
enjoy both. Let's
you cry some more and then you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're good.
Okay.